back block, and that's
the guy that
Audio.
rolls his body around.
Mic Drop Sports. Steel City Live.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Steel City Live, and my friend Sean in the house. What's up, Sean?
What's up, Jason? How you been, brother?
Living the dream. Good to have Sean back on the show for everybody that's new. Sean has come on many times, and we're getting back into groove here now, especially with the night game and the time difference of a gazillion fucking hours that we have over there. But hey, we're here, baby. We're here.
We're here. It's game day. Let's roll.
It's game day. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's bring up our first comment. Black and gold. Is that Broderick? Hell yes. My much improved player of this season from last. We're hoping Broad gets going here tonight, Sean.
Man, he has to. This is the time to make the stand up, and say, I am the man.
Amen. It's time for Broad to grow a set. You know, it's time for Broad to just go off, bro. Go off, bro.
That's right.
Just the Meneke in the house. Let's go, Steelers. I got hope for another win. Me too, Sean. I got hope for another win, too. I do, too.
That's what I like to hear. I love hearing positivity and people not getting all hard on themselves in this team. Because you know what? You're not going to win them all.
You're not. This is the NFL, baby. Everybody's good. You know, everybody. So, hey, you know, it is what it is. Sean, you can bring up scores from today if you have that available to you. That way we can go through any of those, too. We can look at other AFC North divisional teams. I know Cincinnati is on a bye. But first, I want to welcome everybody to the Mic Drop Sports Week 10 pregame show. We will get to everybody in the chat, but I want to welcome everybody to our live pregame show here. Steelers versus Chargers Week 10 in prime time tonight. And Sean and I are going to dive into all things Steelers here tonight, and we're just going to have a casual conversation here on Mic Drop Sports in the show Steel City Live for our pregame show, and we will get all of your comments, all of your questions and concerns, and dive in. Let's keep going in the chat. Grant Ogren in the house. What's up, Grant? What's up, Mic Drop gang? Here we go. Steelers. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights in the house. What's up, Daniel? TD in the house. TD's here. We love it. My Floyd is Pink 79. Happy Sunday, Jason. Happy Sunday, Sean. Depends on how you spell it. LOL. Do we see a breakout game for Wilson today? Peyton Wilson, Sean. I think Peyton Wilson has went balls deep, bro. I think he's done it up this year. I think Peyton Wilson has laid the smackdown, don't you?
That performance last week that's what I've been waiting to see all season. This guy I knew he had the smarts to be great. And then he just had to put it together with the physicality of the game, learn how to get off those blocks. And, bro, it shows. That guy's been putting in work.
Oh, yeah, I thought so too, bro. I thought he come out, and I thought he played really, really well. Blocking the pass, giving Jack Sawyer his first NFL interception. Coming up big with his interception. Coming up big with tackles. Coming up big with pressures. Coming up big with every damn thing. He was assignment sound, fundamentally sound, and the speed, Sean, of Peyton Wilson, sideline to sideline. You couple that with Patrick Queen, and you couple that possibly with some 4-3 stack that they were playing there, putting an extra middle linebacker in there, allowing that player to go after the run game, allowing the faster linebackers to play in the pass game. I think it's just starting to work. It
is. And, you know, moving Jalen Ramsey around, that's night and day difference right there. We've all seen it. The proof's in the pudding. Like, this is going to work out, I think. I think today can be a statement game in like a whole different way that we haven't seen yet this year.
Amen, man. I think so, too. What's up, Mark Malone? What's up, Challenger 22? Which Steelers team will show up tonight? Ravens closing in on us. Sean, did the Ravens win today?
Let's pull it up.
Dolphins blasted the Bills.
Won. The Ravens did win, yes.
So, Sean, the Ravens creeping up on us.
27-19.
Who did they play?
Yeah. The Vikings.
So they beat the Vikings. We beat the Vikings, Sean. They're creeping in. But the Bills get blasted today by the Miami Dolphins. That tells you what? This conference is wide open. You have the Broncos leading the way at 8-2. Did the Indianapolis Colts end up pulling it out, Sean? I did not see. I know they were in overtime, but the Colts were in trouble. They were in deep trouble.
So the Colts pulled it off 31-25. They got the win. And the Dolphins, 30-13 on the Bills. Are you kidding me?
It just shows you, Sean, what? Anyone can be beat each and every week. What's up, Daniel Warman? And that's what it shows you each and every week, man. Does it not?
Any given Sunday, baby.
Absolutely, guys. Any given Sunday. The Steelers need to use the best tight end room in football. Hey, Jason and Sean, go Steelers. Good to see our friend Daniel Warman. Yes, Colts beat Atlanta. Yeah, dude. I got to say this, Sean. It's wide open, man. Steelers 5-3, Chargers 6-3. You take a W here tonight. You take a W here tonight for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got to say this. It's wide open. It's wide open, and I like the Steelers' chances. I think, though, they got to do that defense, though, like I was talking about the other night, and I don't know if you heard it. They got to continue to play a little bit more zone with their aging guys. They got to be able to mix in those combination coverages. But I like the way the Steelers overall played against the Indianapolis Colts, Sean. Do you think they can duplicate that here tonight in Los Angeles?
I don't only think they can duplicate it, but I think they can have a better performance tonight because this offensive line in San Diego is missing some big key players. And if there's ever a time to go out there and take advantage of that situation, it's tonight. Go out there and put his ass in the ground, Justin Herbert. Chase his ass all around that field today. Put the pressure on and, play a little zone, grab a few interceptions, let the defense do its thing.
Amen. You talk about Derek Harmon, my Floyd is Pink 79. You talk about this Steelers defense. Sean thinks they can duplicate it. I think they can duplicate it. But what do they need to do? They need to get pressure. But pressure is one thing, Sean. But you saw Justin Herbert before. He's been able to run against the Steelers. I think he had a 100-yard game against the Steelers or some crazy shit. He was able to run the ball effectively against them. Last year, they got a free pass, though, Sean. He got hurt in that game. Didn't finish that game. He was banged up coming in. What do you think their chances are tonight of getting Justin Herbert to the ground? Do you think a guy like Derek Harmon or Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, who do you think's going to have the biggest game along that defensive front for your Pittsburgh Steelers? Or do you think Justin Herbert might own them?
Honestly, I don't see Justin Herbert owning anything tonight. With that banged up O-line, like I said, you got Harmon, you got Watt, you got threats on all sides of the ball on our defense. And I just see them rising to the occasion and making a statement win tonight. Yes, that's right. I said it.
Statement. They do win tonight, Sean. It is a statement. I don't care if the Chargers are banged up either. Because guess what? Everybody's banged up all the time. It's the National Football League. The injuries are crazy, dude. So everybody's banged up all the damn time. If they beat them tonight, that is a statement inside of the AFC conference, Sean. Now, here's a question. 6-3. Say they do win tonight. They're 6-3 now. How do you like their chances moving forward after that? Do you think that this win tonight, if they could get a win, if they get a win tonight, does this propel the Steelers into one of those win streaks that we all like to see? Do you think they'll be able to hold things together? Or do you think we see a typical Tomlin slide again here in this season?
That's what I want to avoid tonight. Because I've been saying, if there's ever a time for a Tomlin slide to happen, it's now. And we need to win right now tonight. And that's going to actually let us know, is this going to be another Tomlin season while we watch the Ravens stack wins and we keep losing games that we should win? Because we should win this game. I don't care if it's on the West Coast. They got a banged up O-line, and we got we have the highest paid defense. You better go out there and make a statement.
No doubt, man. My Floyd is Pink 79. I love this energy, man. You guys are getting me hyped for tonight. This is going to be a damn good show. Amen, my Floyd is Pink 79. No doubt about it. Make sure you are liking, sharing, and subscribing, my friends. We want to get to 100 likes for sure. And we want to get at least 30 shares on this stream. We want to continue to rock it out. You guys have been awesome all week long. We need 11 subscribers to hit 4,700 subscribers here on Mike Drop Sports. Sean's been here since we had a couple hundred. So here we are, Sean. We are
Here we
here
are.
still.
Man, we only need 11. That's it. We got this, you guys.
Yeah,
Let's do
we
that.
can do that. Share
That'd be
this shit
killer.
up. No doubt.
And we not only we got this, the Steelers got this today, man. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. And I
No
don't care.
doubt.
I don't care what, the season's been so unpredictable. Yes. But
here's something
you know
crazy,
what?
Sean. Challenger. Jets beat Browns. Fields only 54 yards passing.
Oh my God, bro.
Dude, he gets a fucking flag on a play, my friends. Did we not dodge a bullet there, Sean?
Oh my God. I knew that flag was going to be important today. I knew it.
Yeah. I think we dodged a bullet getting rid of Fields, man. Damn.
You know what?
I loved him last year, but damn, I think we dodged a fucking bullet.
The proof is in the pudding.
It is. It is. Proof's in the pudding. Black and Gold 36 says, I love Carl, but if he can't get this defensive line to get pressure and properly clog those gaps, then he's on the list as well. Get him up out of this place. I love Carl Dunbar, Sean, the defensive front guy for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the coaching department. But I think this defensive line has played. I think that when you look at the Steelers, what the issue has been is that secondary, Sean. When they've been able to go out there and cause no issues in the back end. Guys running free, guys not covered, guys wide open, beating one-on-ones. That's what happens. Tonight, they can't allow Justin Herbert to go back there and just sling it up because of one-on-ones. They got to be able to pick things apart in the back end there and cause turnovers, but that keeps plays in front of them. Do you think that the Steelers' defensive front has been the issue, or do you think it has been the secondary like I think it is? Or do you think that defensive line has to make some big changes too here?
I think it's the secondary. I agree with you. And they've have to start. These third downs and fourth downs have been disgustingly ugly. We have to improve on the third downs and fourth downs. It seems like the Steelers kind of give up on third down. It can be third and long, and these guys are still converting, and that's where I feel like the main issue has been all season long. You got to stop these guys from running these quick slants and quick outs on us and turning this 2-yard pass into a 15-yard gain. It's just driving me nuts.
Well, they got a decent young tight end in Gadsden, and I gotta say they got to be able to control him tonight. And I don't want to see linebackers on him all the time. I want to see Jalen Ramsey picking him up out of the safety spot. I want to see some things that are a little bit different. But they got some 3 big receivers here, and we're going to talk about them in 1 second. What's up, Reef Chiefer 2109. Challenger also says Texans have huge comeback versus Jags. Black and Gold. What did you say? When we get this win tonight, I see us going 11-6 with AR here. I don't think the normal Tomlinisms will happen this year. He won't let that tarnish his reputation as a winner and a competitor. We sure hope so, man. But definitely, yeah, we hope. All right, Sean, let's dive in. Lab McConkey. 47 catches, 524 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 11 yards a catch. Keenan Allen, 520 yards on 50 catches, 4 tutties, 10.5 yards per catch. Quentin Johnston, their third wide receiver, 32 catches, 460 yards, 6 touchdowns, averaging 14.4 yards a catch. And you throw the tight end in there, Gadsden, with 32 catches, 453 yards, 2 tutties, 14.2 yards per catch. How do the Steelers defend that, Sean? Is that going to be a super tall task? Do you think we see, yet again for the second week in a row, 2 100-yard receivers in the same game on the same offense?
Get some exotic blitzes out there from the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Keep the pressure on Herbert all game long and take away the run. Make them a one-dimensional offense today, and the rest should actually play out. And with Ramsey playing, the free safety, running around, making plays. But we got to shut down the run today. The defensive line is going to be just as important as that secondary. But the secondary, hopefully with the adjustments made, can be enough to shut them down and let our offense also go out there and put points up. But yeah, the defense, they got to take away that run game today.
Yeah, I agree, man. Make them one dimensional, Sean. That's what we preach all the time, and I think that that's the issue most of the time here with the Steelers is they don't force teams into being one dimensional, and I think that's what they did to the Colts last week. They were forcing them to pass the football. They shut down Jonathan Taylor in a big way, and I think that's what they have to do. And they're facing a runner in Kamani Vidal, however you say his stupid name. 66 carries, 309 yards, one touchdown, averaging 4.7 yards per carry. But the big names, Najee Harris, torn Achilles, Omarion Hampton, out with an injury also. So they're out with their big name guys. Do you think the Steelers keep with that theme tonight and shut down the run like they did against the Colts?
Man, if they could do that, I mean, like I say, I think that the game will become basically it's a give me. They can't if you take away the run against San Diego, man. You put the pressure on them with our Watt and Highsmith and Herbig. I mean, I would much rather take those odds than let them run the ball up our ass all night long and open up the passing game. No way. I don't want to see that.
Amen. We got a super chat coming in here on Mike Drop Sports from our friend, another Wombat. I like our chances tonight. I don't think the Chargers are as good as some people are putting them up to be, or we're just better than I think we are. I think the Steelers are a team in flux. Thank you, another Wombat. We appreciate that super chat. Keep them coming. We love those. Thank you so very much for supporting us here at Mike Drop Sports. So very much. Thank you. But Sean, definitely. Do you think the Steelers, with that little bit of a losing streak, losing to the Bungles, losing to the Packers, do you think those were winnable games and just, damn, we lost. Those teams aren't better than us, but, we screwed it up. Also, the loss to the Seahawks. But do you think the Steelers are a far better team than people give them credit for? Or do you think maybe we're pumping them up a little bit too much?
I think it's a little bit of everything there that you just said. I know that doesn't really make sense, but I'll try to make it make sense. I just, man, this season has been just so kind of wonky for some reason. That word comes to my head, man. But I feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers can beat anybody every single Sunday. And at the same time, I got to remind myself, you cannot win every game. You might as well take these losses and take them in stride and learn. Go to the film, see where you guys are messing up, and make the adjustments. That's how you build for the end of the season, and you have all those adjustments made going into the postseason. That's what I want to see.
That has to be the key, Sean. You're exactly right. The losses are gonna come. It's the NFL. You're gonna lose. It is what it is, man. You're going to lose games that you feel you should have won. And that's okay. At least you feel like you should have won them because guess what? You could be a team that, they ain't got a prayer, that you don't feel like they could win any week. So you're like, oh, shit. But at least this ball club, every week as a Steelers fan, you feel like, hey, they could get this done. They could beat this team.
Yeah.
You're not fearful each and every week. I just say this, Sean. The Steelers got a golden opportunity right in front of them right now. And this is where their money got to be made for this season. I know they're going to lose at least a couple more games this year, for sure. No doubt they'll lose 2 more without a doubt. But if you're the Steelers right now, you beat what was the league's best team at the time in the Indianapolis Colts. They had the best record. They were destroying people, best offense, good ass defense. They were just kicking the shit out of people. And they come into Pittsburgh and the Steelers stomped a mud hole in their ass because that game wasn't as close as the end score was. It almost was a blowout for the Steelers. They almost caused that to be a blowout. But, things happen. It is what it is. But they definitely poured it on them there a little bit. And that's with an offense that wasn't doing much. And then you look at what's coming up, Sean. Cincinnati, Chicago, Buffalo just loses to the Miami Dolphins today. So then you got Baltimore. Baltimore's catching up. If the Steelers can take 1, 2, 3 games in a row here, beat the Colts, beat the Chargers, that would give them 4 wins in a row heading into that Baltimore game. I think that Sunday, December 7th in Baltimore, that if the Steelers win these games right here, right in this little stretch going into that, I think that game right there will decide the division.
I agree 100%. And I have to say, and I have to bring this up, last year there was a stretch of games where we needed to win, and we lost every single one of them. And that's why I better see Tomlin go out there and get this W today. I swear to God, they better have this one tonight, boys and girls. Everybody, we got to get this one.
Gotta have it. I see it though, Sean. I'm telling you. That right there, because you win that game, you go on this little streak right here. The Steelers could have the division basically pretty much wrapped up, gift wrapped for them. I mean, you can't lose out, but you're going to be able to have stumbles there in the back end. You're not going to have the pressure of beating Detroit, Miami, Cleveland, Baltimore all straight in a row. But this right here, Sean, in my opinion, is not as bad as the beginning part of the schedule. In terms of the schedule, I think the Bills are the best team that was on this with Detroit. I think that at the beginning part of the schedule, you had far better teams, in my opinion. You had the New England Patriots. You had the Packers. You had the Colts. You had the Vikings. You had Seattle. You had all those teams I thought were far better. This is their chance right here, Sean. Right
It
here.
sure is. This right now, today. And I sure hope that they're taking it that way today. I hope the locker room is firing with this kind of talk that we're having right here on Mic Drop Sports. Let's hit that like button.
Mm. Reef Chiefer 2109 said, just a heads up, I don't know if you watched That's Good Sports, but they have a curse wheel last week. It cursed the Colts. This week it cursed us, the Steelers. LOL. Curse wheel is 7-2 this year. I don't believe in that. I do
No.
not know who you're talking about. I don't watch that stuff, but I don't believe in superstitious things. I believe in my almighty God up above. That's what I believe in. I believe that things happen how they happen. I don't believe in curses or superstitions or anything like that. I just don't do it. But I believe you. That's kind of cool. 7-2. I hope that isn't definitely us. Sean, look up the actives today for the Steelers. I forgot to look it up. If you would, please, my friend.
Yeah, for sure. And by the way, the Patriots are now 8-2, and people are like, and they just beat the Buccaneers. People are saying, who the Steelers beat this year? Well, they've beaten quite a few people.
Yeah,
Some
they
pretty good
beat an
teams
eight
in
and
there.
two. They beat an 8-2 football team in the Patriots. They beat an 8-2 football team in the Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, who they beat this year? Two 8-2 football teams.
Yeah, exactly. With with one of those two losses from the Steelers. Which team was it again? You want me to look up, brother?
I want you to look up our actives for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Thank you.
Anybody that may be injured, anybody that may be not playing tonight, just look up the active roster for the Pittsburgh Steelers here tonight, Week 10 for me. I forgot to do it because Zach Curry, our friend Zach Curry, asked if Marquez Valdez Scantling was playing, and I did not look if they activated him.
Got you, brother.
Black and Gold says, yes, that's what I heard. He was activated tonight. That may be true. Guys, I didn't look it up because I literally always wait until right before the game, and I forgot to do it because I want to see and make sure that I know everybody that is going to play and not play. Yeah. Hello, Mark. Oh, he's talking to Mark. Challenger says this too. Big Chet. Need to get that run game going tonight. You absolutely have to get that run game going tonight. And that's why I put Big Broderick Jones up on the thumbnail tonight because Broderick got to come up and anchor that line tonight. I was asked earlier by Justin Meneke, who's my favorite Steeler this year, right now, this year? And I told him it was Zach Frazier, a guy that has been steady Eddie, anchoring a super important position along the offensive line, only in year 2 of his NFL career, and a guy that can come in and start from basically day one and be the anchor that the Steelers need. I think that is such a promising thing for the Pittsburgh Steelers to have at their disposal here currently. What a solid pick, and I can't say enough that we told you so. Zach Frazier was that guy, my friends. We told you that. But hey, it is what it is. Yes, Hampton is out for tonight. It'll be Vidal, Midal is what I'm going to call him. Midal, the period cramp cure. Challenger, we don't know what this team is yet. I think we do know what the Steelers are, Sean. I think we do. I think the Steelers are this a gritty football team that does whatever they got to do. And you remember Mike Tomlin back in the Super Bowl against the Cardinals when he talked to the defense. I think this was the best thing that he ever said uh, in terms of pumping me up. Style points out the window. You make a stop here. This defense is legendary in that Super Bowl. That's what he said. Style points out the window. That's what this team is all about. Style points out the window. They don't care how they got to win. They don't care if they give up 500 yards. They don't give two shits. They just want a W. And I think that that's what this team is about. And that's what I want to see this team be about continuing going forward for this ball club. Do you feel like the Steelers have that vibe this year, Sean? That style points don't matter. We don't care how we win. I don't care if we rush for 600 yards in a game. I don't give a shit if we throw for 500 yards. I don't care about any of that shit. I just care
Yeah,
about W's.
absolutely. Who cares about style points? If you're caring about style points, then you shouldn't be playing the NFL. The NFL is all about Lombardis, and that's what we're trying to get here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, no doubt. Devin Burkett says Mark Robb moved up to the from the practice squad to the active for tonight. I look at it this way, Sean. I think you're going to see more of that 4-3 stack where they dedicate an inside linebacker to come downhill and knock the shit out of a running back. That's what they want to do. They want to stop that run. They want to be able to play a little bit looser on the back end and keep plays in front of them. I have a concern tonight. When I went over those receivers, Sean, do you think Joey Porter Jr. is going to have a horrible game here tonight? I know people bash him about his penalties and shit, but the man didn't give up a touchdown for 33 games.
Well,
That
I
was the
think
last time I looked.
I
So,
think
what
he's
do you
going to
think
pick up
about
where he
Porter?
left off. I think he's going to pick up where he left off. That guy's hitting the ground running right now. He's getting fine tuned. I mean, he's getting locked in. That's the word I'm looking for. He's locked in. He's got his eyes set on the prize. He showed it last week. He showed up. He showed out, and I think he's going to do it again.
No doubt. Here we are with another super chat here on Mike Drop Sports. Thank you, the Scott 2138.5. We got this game. It's going to be like a home game out there. Oh, also to our friend Extra Black, make sure you're safe out there tonight. I know you said you was going, so make sure you're
Mm.
safe. We are going to try to get to everybody's chat comment, but guys, the chat is bumping, so we'll try to get to everybody best we can. Also, we have Sean on tonight, so we might not get to every single comment, but we are trying our best. Steeler Nation 41-28, Rodgers versus Herbert is one for the ages. 29-27 Steelers. Stop
Woo!
action. Cut. Bam, baby. What do you think tonight, Sean? If the Steelers are able to win tonight, do they blow the doors off the Chargers, or do you see this being more of a tighter contest?
It's going to be a tighter contest. It's going to be that typical Pittsburgh Steelers game. We're all going to be on the edge of our seat and probably waiting for our defense to win the game for us.
Amen. I hope that's not the case. But here's the thing, Sean. This is my keys to victory tonight. I got to say this. These are my keys. And I know we used to do that all the time. Sean and I used to always do keys to victory. So I'm going to throw this key to victory or keys to victory out there for tonight. It is established a run game for the Steelers. I know you see all the glitz and glamour of Herbert and his receivers and the immense amount of yards and touchdowns and things that they are able to do as a unit together offensively. But if the Steelers are able to manage to get a run game going here tonight, Sean, I think that helps out this defense tremendously. I think it keeps them on the sideline, and that's the best defense. The Steelers' defense needs to be out there a minimal amount of time tonight. And when they are out there, they need to tee off on Justin Herbert. How do you think the Steelers are tonight in terms of their run game? Do you think that they are going to be able to establish a run game against this Chargers defense? Or do you think guys like Henley and Jefferson, the safety, guys like Adafi, the edge rusher, do you think these guys are going to get to the Steelers' run game and not allow them to get the things done that they want to inside of the run game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a battle. I do with the run game. I can see our running, like say Warren, he might get like 75, 80 yards. And, with, man,
Kenny G.
Yeah, I don't see us really breaking 100 yards rushing or going off like that. If they do, that would be awesome, but I don't see that happening. I think we're going to have to mix it up a lot today, utilize the tight ends and try to just grind that clock. I think tonight, clock management is going to be key.
Do you think tonight the tight ends get more involved?
Yes, absolutely. We have to use them. And not only that, we don't have a real true wide receiver two, they say. But with our game planning, with Arthur Smith and the way he likes to utilize tight ends, even Aaron Rodgers, his history with utilizing his tight ends, it's kind of like the perfect thing that they have going on. So yeah, they got to utilize those tight ends more, and it's a must because that is basically our number two.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. You got to do it. I have a question also. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but you've seen Roman Wilson sprinkled in here, lately. He gets
Yeah,
it, and he made a bonehead play. We get it. He's young. It is what it is. I'll give you a bonehead play here and there. But this, Sean, do you think you start to see Roman Wilson get sprinkled in a little bit more? And do you expect a coming out party for Roman Wilson this year?
I don't know about a coming out party, but I think that tonight would be a good time for him to make some more big plays to add on to what he's been doing the past few weeks. And if he continues to do what he's been doing, he could solidify that number two spot pretty fast before we even get into the postseason. I think.
I would like that. I want to see MVS come in and do good. I think Roman Wilson builds off of that performance. I know it was more in late game to where he got it, but he had 4 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown against the Green Bay Packers. Those are respectable numbers for a guy that really hasn't seen the field. And that's exactly what you said. Continue to build on what you've been able to do here over the last few weeks. Yeah, hasn't been earth shattering or anything, but it's
Right.
been a little bit of a more consistent thing that you would like to see from your receivers. So I'm pumped that we're starting to see that a little bit from him, and I hope that you start to see it a lot more, man. And maybe that opens things up too for guys like Calvin Austin. Maybe adding a guy like Marquez Valdez Scantling, MVS. Maybe adding him frees DK up a little bit more. Roman steps up a little bit, frees DK up a little bit more. But I do have one major concern, and our $33 million wide receiver, who I love and I think has done a fantastic job this season thus far, I think he's had far too many drops, Sean. What do you think about the drops of DK Metcalf? And do you think that hopefully won't be a thing come late season?
I'm hoping it's kind of like a jitter thing that he was going through with the big change of a city, change in a different stadium, just the whole game plan. Because I think he's great, and I think he's going to be great. And if there's ever a time to get the drops out of the way, it's at the beginning of the season. So let's hope that he continues to build what he's been doing also. And I mean that from the whole team perspective. Everybody should be progressing week to week if you have a good coaching system going on in there. You should be learning each and every week about your mistakes you make every single week and fine tune. And I think that if everybody's doing their job each and every week, we should be better. I know that's kind of like it's basic to me. Like I feel like I'm John Madden right now, stating the obvious, but
Dude,
that's
that's what it
totally what
is.
we need. That's what we gotta have. And as long as everybody's doing that, and we continue to build into the postseason, there's a bright future in Pittsburgh right now.
I'm hoping so too, man. I'm hoping so too. All right, guys, make sure you are liking and sharing and subscribing to us here. And welcome to Mike Drop Sports and our Steelers vs. Charger Week 10 pregame show here with Jason and Sean. We appreciate you guys for diving in. Make sure you are getting that like button hit, making sure you are sharing, making sure you are doing all of those things, the hype button, etc., etc. Get it done. If you're not subscribed, we only needed 11 more when we kicked off the show tonight to hit 4,700 shows or subscribers. And we would love to hit that tonight with you guys. So definitely much appreciated. All right, guys, we're going to continue to roll here. Again, we're going to get to all of your comments the best we can. Uh, Hold on. Let me get to another comment. Buffalo got smacked. And Baltimore looks vulnerable, and the Lions are 50-50 this year. I hope they're all right, man. No doubt. Jinxes are real, Mark Malone says. Hold on, I missed one from our friend. Bang, bang, Steeler gang in the building. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Bang, bang, Steeler gang. Um, we did that one. The only curse is the real terrible towel curse. That's the
Myron
only one
Cope.
I probably believe in, dude. Because
Myron
I've seen
Cope.
that one work. Mm. Amen, baby.
Hmm. Hmm.
Amen. Bang it up. Bang it up. Bang that like button up. That's what we need. Bang it. Bang it up. And something flew in my eye. Getting
Myron
too
Cope is
crazy.
definitely like real, man. Like if you haven't looked it up, like the Curse of Myron Cope, please check that out on YouTube. Like it's crazy what has happened in the past. Anytime somebody's disrespected this towel.
No doubt, no doubt. Chargers have a better coach. It's a toss-up game. That's from Armand Perone. And he also brings up the McKees, poor Tigers, going for their third ring in 30 years, man. Three more games. Indy played teams with .367 winning percentage till the Steelers game. Take care. Thank you, Armand, for your comment. Yeah, man. Good luck to the McKees, poor Tigers. Go get that dub. Go win in the playoffs, man. Also, our University High School Hawks, that is my kid's school district, they are starting their playoff journey this week. So good luck to the UHS Hawks and go kick some ass against Parkersburg and get that dub at home in round one of the playoffs. As far as the coaching, who do you think's better in that situation, Sean? Do you like Harbaugh or Tomlin?
Honestly, I am a fan of Harbaugh. I am. That guy he did an amazing job in San Francisco even. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, I like both coaches. I think Harbaugh is a little bit I respect him more. I really do. I'll say it. Yeah. Harbaugh's a better coach.
There you go, man. There you go. All right, guys, we got another. You guessed it. Super chat in the hizzy. Thank you from Black and Gold. This is just because and Steelers Nation rise up for the rest of this season. I want to see those terrible towels. Let's go, baby. It's like a championship belt, Sean. You just hoist that terrible towel up on your shoulder like a championship belt, baby. That's how we roll up in this joint. It's game day. It's game day. Thank you to Black and Gold for that amazing super chat here on a prime time night here as the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to take on the San Diego, Los Angeles, whatever. Fuck, who knows? Chargers, the Chargers.
The
Yeah, we're gonna
Chargers.
see them, man. We're gonna see them. I will be wearing my six rings, no cheating shirt under my jersey tonight. Here we go, Steelers. That's right, six rings, no cheats. That's how we do it. We bring the heat. Black and gold MVS, I believe, is not activated, but I seen a story that said that he was. I don't know anymore. Sean, did you find an active roster?
I looked it up. I can't find anything credible on Scantling. I can't.
Yeah, we're not going to do it. If it ain't credible, we won't say it. So, guys, that was my fault. I usually do. I have a site that I usually go to, but I cannot remember the name of it right off the top of my head. So I
Yeah.
can't tell Sean. So that's my fault, guys. We'll get back to it, though. That's our fault. Another super chat coming in. This one coming in from my Floyd is Pink79. Thank you for that super chat. We appreciate that shit, my friends. $2 is what we like, baby. Keep them coming. We appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and yet another from Danny George coming in. Good to see you, Danny, from Danny George. Thank you, my friends. Guys, that helps more than you know, and it helps us continue our journey here on Mike Drop Sports as we are going to just continue to try to build this thing up. Danny George, 8298. Thank you for that super chat. But he says also, Herbig gonna clean house, fellas. I like what
That's
Nick's done
right.
this year, Sean. I do. But last game, people said, we need to see more Herbig. I was one of them. But then I went back and I looked. He played 40 snaps last week. He just wasn't in the mix in terms of splash. Do you like to see Nick a lot more, or are you comfortable in that 40 snap range, or maybe 30 to 40 snaps per game for Herbig and let him just tee off?
30 to 40 snaps per game is quite a few snaps. I'm not going to complain about that, and that's plenty of opportunity to go out there and make a big play.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to continue to shine, man. I think eventually he'll end up being a Steelers starter. I do. I think he'll be
Yeah.
a starter for the Steelers eventually. And I think, too, Jack Sawyer, a guy that many people knocked the Steelers for drafting this year. I think he's starting to do what needs to be done. I know he got that interception, but I'm looking at his reps, and I just like the way this young guy, when he gets in there, he goes full tilt, man. And I love the way Jack Sawyer's playing. I know he doesn't get a lot of opportunity, and I know he doesn't get a lot of splash or anything like that. But I got to say this, Sean, I like the stable that the Steelers have built at the outside linebacker position in those edge rushers. Herbig, Sawyer, Highsmith, Watt. I really like them. Tonight on prime time, do you see big games from that group? A big game from the group? Or are you looking for one player in particular there to really, really shine tonight?
I'm hoping to see big plays from each one of them. Everybody go
Me
out
too.
there and contribute. When you're out there and you got so many snaps, try to contribute the best you can with what you have. And if you cannot, then next man up. Let's see who can make some big plays and roll with the hot hand.
Amen, dude. Amen. I think the Steelers need to do more of that, Sean. We talked about some of that earlier in the week, and I want to bring that up here tonight before the game. You have Aaron Rodgers, and you want him to be able to throw the ball all around, man. You want him to have fun with it and play like he's a young guy. And I think how you get that out of him is allow him to have a little bit of fun, get out on the move a little bit here and there, sling the ball around. But I want to see this, and I don't know if you've noticed this or not watching the Steelers games. I think this offense is missing a little bit of that rhythmic passing game, that 1-2 steps, fire that fucking pigskin type game. I think we've talked about that in the past with Steelers quarterbacks, and I still think that variable is missing right now from the Steelers offense. Have you noticed that, and do you think that that's something maybe they could get going here tonight against the Chargers? Is that more rhythmic, short to intermediate game, 1-2 step drops, firing at pigskin, and getting this offense on time and in rhythm?
I've always been a fan of that. The 2 to 3 stop it's 2 to 3 step drop back and fire that pigskin. Like, I just love it, and I love it when you fire it with confidence and you can anticipate the throw. If you and a guy like Aaron Rodgers can definitely anticipate the throw. So if he could just go out there and just fire it like you're saying, good things are going to happen. And sometimes I feel like the Steelers kind of do stray away from that, and I find myself questioning why.
Yes, I agree, man. I feel like that getting in rhythm is so key. And you talk about the run game last week, and it was really non-existent last week. Very minimal yards. I don't even know the exact number, but it wasn't enough. We'll say that, and they were way under 100 as a team in terms of rushing yards. But you talk about the run game getting going, the offensive line getting going with the run game. I think that also. I always say that running the football is the best medicine for the offensive line, but I say this too. Those quick, not necessarily screens to the drop or to the check down type passing game, not that type of short game. I'm talking drags and quick outs and quick
Yeah,
seams and quick slants, things of that nature. The short to intermediate game. I think that also helps get the run game going for any team. And I think tonight, that's what we are talking about, Sean. I think Pat Fryermuth, John Smith, and especially the player that I'm really, really watching, and the player that I think Aaron Rodgers likes the best in that tight end room is Big Darnell Washington. Do you think the
Darnell.
Steelers are going to be able to isolate him tonight? Get those one-on-one matchups that are favorable with those slower middle linebackers that he is bigger than, faster than, and allow him to put in some work there. Do you think that would be who of them to get the ball to Darnell in those short to intermediate passing situations?
I think there's going to be a handful of opportunities tonight for him to make those plays, and it's all about identifying, reading the defense. Aaron Rodgers going out there and do some pre-snap motion and see what the defense is going to do and try to make it to where you can hit Darnell and get him wide open. And like you were saying, anticipate the throw. Like, I want to see the ball getting fired and in the air before the wide receiver or tight end even turns around to find it. That's what I'm talking about. Anticipate the throw. have a play drawn up, ready to execute right
Yes.
then and there. Like, you're going to go here. And Darnell, if it's you, no, that ball's coming right at your face as soon as you turn your head.
And you saw some of that last week, Sean, against the Colts, where guys weren't turning around quickly enough, and Aaron Rodgers assumed that those guys were ready for the ball. And that's what they needed to be working on this week, man, was that
So let's
timing and that rhythmic game.
so let's see some improvement on that today. Anticipated
Mm-hmm.
throws, turn around and make the damn catch.
Amen, baby. Amen. Sean, Danny George said, good to see you, Sean.
Good to see you too,
It's a,
Danny. Thanks, brother. It's
it's
been a
a
long
damn
time.
good show.
It's the best show on YouTube. I love this show. Mike Drop Sports. I tune in when I can because I want the truth and nothing but the truth.
So help you God. But when Sean's here, my friends, it's a damn good show. It's a damn good show. We appreciate you for jumping in. No
Thanks for
doubt
having
about
me.
it. Anytime, my friend. Make sure we're hitting the like button, the share button, the hype button, all the damn buttons you can hit. Hit it right here on Mike Drop Sports. Sharing the show is so important, my friends. So make sure we get it done. Black and gold, we haven't had style points since BA was here. And as long as we win, my only concern is we need to be more fluent in whatever it is that we run. Yes, yes, yes. Style points out the freaking window and get the hammer down and just be consistent, man. Just be consistent. Steelers rarely blow anyone away. That is true, Sean. You don't see the Steelers often get the chance to blow the doors off of teams. I thought we were going to see it last week against the Colts. I think definitely. Hold on. Hold on, guys. There he goes.
My power went out.
That's all right. We got you back in the
It'll be
game,
back
baby.
up here in a second. Yeah, everything's rebooting up.
Sean will be a little bit slow, guys, for a minute, but while his internet gets back on, but we got him back in the game. Grant Ogren says, I know I'm biased, but Baltimore didn't look too great versus Minnesota. Vikings made boneheaded plays, i.e. turning the ball over and penalties. Also, McCarthy missed a lot of open targets, hoping we get the W. That's from our friend Grant. I think Baltimore gave the Steelers a golden opportunity earlier than in the year when they lost 5 games real quick, and they were not able to fully capitalize. You know what I mean? And I think that was an issue, man. I think that, losing those 3 games that they have was a wasted opportunity. You there, Sean?
I have
All right,
no
guys.
idea if it's me.
Go ahead. Hold on,
Yeah,
guys. Sean
yeah.
is skipping
Internet
here.
problems.
Hold on one second. It's okay. It'll come back up.
I don't know if it's my status.
All right, hold on. Sean is waiting for his internet to get back up here, so that's why he's all scratchy.
Somebody comment and let me know.
I can hear you, Sean.
Like the live is still going.
I can hear.
4807. We're still rolling. Usually
I can hear you.
it's Jason. But if it's
I
me,
can hear
I'll
you.
pick it up. I'll keep talking Steelers with you. But I got to know.
Sean, I can hear you. Let me know. Tell Sean I can hear him. I muted him real quick while his internet gets going again. No, he's not using the hotspot on his phone, AWOL. His internet went off. His power went down. So that's why. Sean, I got you muted. Hold on. All right. There we go. I think I am muted him. I don't know why it's saying that I couldn't, but he'll get in. He'll get in. I'll keep going. It should have been a Moose season from Black and Gold. I hope, man. I would like to see him get going. You also said about Johnu getting going here. We'll see. That would be nice. The jet sweep across the line. That would be nice too, man. Sorry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. Sean went offline. He'll come back in. There we go. Add him to the scene. All right, Sean, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, Sean's back, guys. Sean, 28 says Steelers want to win big with big personnel by running the football, except they're not very good at it. I think they are good at it, Sean. I just think that, they can't get in rhythm. That's the real issue with the offense. But we got to look at this too, Sean. They've put up more points this year than any other time that we have seen the Pittsburgh Steelers in recent years. Aaron Rodgers already has 17 touchdown passes.
Yeah, and I know how you feel. I feel like there hasn't been much rhythm this whole season, but the only thing we need to see is W's. We need to keep seeing more W's come in. But yeah, I wish we had that luxury of just seeing a great product each and every weekend. But unfortunately, this is the NFL, and every week is a different challenge. So
Amen.
hopefully, we can make the right adjustments and go out there and take advantage of this beat up O line in San Diego. I'm in
I
Los
agree.
Angeles. I'm sorry,
I know, dude. I do that all the time with the Chargers. I am so used to that.
dude. Oh my
And I
god.
know it's been a long time since they've been there, but I still do that, man. What's up, Big JD in the house? What's up, JD? We're almost to the end here, JD, but we appreciate it. You stopping in here before we get off. Definitely, buddy. Good to see you. And we have Sean here with us tonight, too. So we're all rolling, all the OGs up in this joint. All right, Sean, we're to the end of the show here, really. We'd go for about an hour or so. The win probability right now, everybody gives the Chargers a 58% chance to win and the Steelers a 42% chance. I have a question for you. I need a score and I need a win or loss, whoever you think's going to win and whoever you think's going to lose. And I need your pick for tonight's primetime matchup, Sean.
Boy, that's a tough one. I'm rolling with Pittsburgh getting a dub, and it's
All
going to
right.
be 32-28. Pittsburgh with the W.
32-28 from Sean. 32-28. Thank you, Sean. We appreciate that. Thank you guys all tonight. We appreciate you. I'm going to give you my score prediction here in a second. And as I tell you, I break down these things a little bit, and I've done some work on it. And I did a little bit today, especially while I was driving around kids and doing things. I had a homeowners association meeting, all that kind of stuff. But I was listening to some things, getting some things down. And I think the Steelers definitely got a chance. And I want to thank you guys, though, for all the super chats so far. It has been amazing for super chats tonight. We appreciate that. Thank you for anybody that is a new subscriber. We appreciate that. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for all the cool hype button stuff. We appreciate that. And thank you again for Sean coming. But my score prediction for tonight, I am going to take the Steelers. And I am going to take them in a way that I don't do very, very often. And the Steelers are usually in tight matchups, but I feel it's time. They are due. They haven't done it in a very long time. And I think they absolutely explode tonight. Explode. I've wrote that down 10 times today. Explode. I think the Steelers score in the 40s. I think that they have 41 points tonight. The
Yeah.
Steelers. I feel like they score 41 tonight. I do. I feel like the Steelers score 41, and I feel like you're looking at a Chargers team that ends up with 24 points on the board. 41-24 Steelers in a massive, massive, monumental, put your foot down, put their face on the curb, and stomp the back of their head type moment. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
I'm talking about. I hope you're right.
That's it. I hope I'm right too. We got some other scores in here, and I want to bring up those. Some people put them in there. Black and Gold Sports says he'd like to see more Peppers. AWOL Bang Bang Steeler Gang says 35-17 Steelers. Another Wombat says a close game, but he got the Steelers 23-20. And those are the two scores that I seen. JD didn't put one. Hold on. I thought I seen one more. Maybe I didn't. But those are scores I've seen. All right, guys. We are going to bounce up out of here. Thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate it so very much. Sean will be back again. He is ready to go. Always has the invite. Sean says Chargers 30. You got him winning, Sean? 28-30?
Me? No way.
No, not you, bro. Nah, but anyway, good job. Yeah, you can put it in there and finish it up. But we are going to jump off here, guys. So thank you again. Thank you, Sean. Any closing words tonight?
Thank you for having me, Jason, and thanks for all the chats. It's always fun talking football with everybody in the comment section, and it's been a long time, but it feels good to be back. And yeah, let's enjoy this game today. No stress. Everything is going to be all right, and it's going to be
Let's
a
just
fun
have
night.
fun.
Let's
Let's
just
have
have
fun,
fun for
baby.
once. Come on, have
That's
fun.
it. Sean Cat228 says 30-20. The Steelers lose. The Scott says 28-26 Steelers. All right, guys. Thank you for those score predictions. But again, thank you to Sean, and we will be back. I'm not sure if we do a post game show, guys. You know how I am with night games. It probably ain't gonna happen. So yeah, we'll see. Never know though. If it's a wild ride tonight, maybe I come and just go crazy and do a post game. You never know. But thank you again. All right, Sean, we're gonna get up out of here. So hang tight, and we will see you all later. Peace out. Thank you for watching us here on Steel City Live.
Sauer takes an approach as a coach. Let's go.
It's a field back block, and that's
Show, brother. Then throws his body around.
Mike Drop Sports Steel City Live.